we've all been listening in horror, haven't we, to the comments made by the judge yesterday. She's in prison. She'll never come out again. But what are the government going to do to make sure that this can never happen again? It has to be a statutory inquiry, doesn't it? And why can't you come out and say that?
Well, what the Prime Minister said, I was with the Prime Minister yesterday, actually, what he said really clearly is it's most important that the families get answers, that we learn the lessons and that there's a transparent process. So they're going to look to appoint a chair and then work with the families on the terms of reference. And they'll just go through the pros and cons of the two. And they're both are on the table as far as I'm aware. It's just what's the best one to provide those answers as quickly as possible.
Clearly, though, significant lessons to be learned, not least the fact that whistleblowers in the form of respected, qualified, trusted doctors were not trusted by the management at the hospital.
Yes, I mean, there will be lots of lessons to learn from the inquiry, and that certainly is one, yes.
OK.
Secretary of State, can we talk about this education proposal that you have? Now, I find this very interesting. I find it very worthy. I'm finding it very difficult to understand how it works. Now, you're going to have a tie-up in the areas where educational outcomes are poorest with none other than Eton School. Is it a sort of like a franchise? Or explain to me how this works.
Well, it's part of our free school programme. So what we're announcing today is 15 new free schools, which will go on top of the 650 programme that we've launched since we started this in the 2010-2011. This is really part of this government's drive to drive up standards and make sure that all children have access to a great education. It's what's led us to go from 68% of schools being good and outstanding to 88%. So lots of schools bid in for this. So we had the Brit School for the North was one of this announcement. We announced that one on Sunday, which is going to provide lots of opportunity to kids in the North to supply the creative industries with the staff they need. But what this one is Eton actually initiated this, and they worked with Star Academy that have got a lot of experience in the West Midlands and the North of really turning schools around. And they will provide support, curriculum support, some financial support as well. And what it is it's 16 to 19. And so it's for those children who they want to try and get into the best universities, because we know that still some of our best universities are still dominated by people who go to private schools. So this is a collaboration between the two to really help get those children.
It's not about getting into Eton, it's about using Eton expertise to get into better universities.
Yes, with Star Academy. So Star is one of the academies that's turned a lot of schools around in the Midlands and the North. So it's them working together. So they'll work with them on curriculum and also financial support. So you'll get the input of the Eton curriculum into what is already a fantastic multi-academy trust, Star. So it's very exciting, and it's been pushed for by lots of people.
Is it new money? I know that Eton have contributed £1 million to the 3 that they're involved with. What about the other 12?
Yes, it's all new money to fund new schools. Yeah, their free school programme is fully funded.